If you never read a book, another book, if you never listened to another guru or expert, if you never went to school, you didn't go to another class, if you didn't attend another seminar or workshop or master class, you would still have all of the knowledge that you need to live in this world. Our entire life, we have been told and programmed, conditioned to believe that we must add something to ourselves in order to be something. And the underlying message that your being, your consciousness receives is that I'm not good enough. That there's something that I have to add to myself in order to get the job, in order to have the education, in order to be, in order to live, in order to thrive in this world. And this message that we receive early in life and that continues to play out for us as we grow is running our lives. We are constantly looking outside of ourselves for something to move us along, something to progress us, something to put us in a better state, in a state other than the one that we're in. There are voices that are in your head. It could be one voice, it could be several voices. But all of these voices are telling you a story. They are narrating your life. They are narrating your scenarios, your life circumstances, and this narration that you are constantly hearing is either telling you that you're not enough, that you're not good enough, or it's confirming for you that you are perfect just the way that you are. That you have everything within you that you need in order to thrive and grow and expand in this life. Sometimes those voices can be very crafty. They will persuade you to sabotage your own self. They will persuade you to go against yourself. They will persuade you to abuse yourself. Abuse yourself with words. Abuse yourself with your actions, placing you in situations and circumstances that are harmful to you, they will make you believe that they are you, that the voices are you, that they are your real thoughts, that they are your decisions. I invite you to take a moment and think about times when you have reacted to this voice or these voices, and that action has caused more damage, more hurt, more pain within your life. I myself have listened to the voices in my head many times, thinking, believing, trusting that this was my own voice. Or the voice of the Creator. But you can always tell or determine or discern the source of the voice by the fruit that it produces. If the voice is causing you pain, leading you into pain, if the voice is leading you into hurt, the voice is leading you into anger, if the voice is leading you into frustration, this is the voice of the liar that resides in your head. This voice has made a conscious decision to separate itself from the universal voice of love. And this voice wants company. It needs companionship. And so it will play on the minds of those that believe it. You see, before the voice decided to separate from love, It knew that all things is love, that all is love. It was aware that there was no separation. But in its desire to be individual, it implanted itself in the minds of all human beings. Creating a life of its own. Living through you, your thoughts, your actions. Its sole purpose is to steal your life, to steal your freedom of choice, your free will. The love of God does not include confusion. God is not one of confusion. God is love. And anything outside of that creates confusion. I have a question for you. Do you love yourself? And if your answer is yes, I invite you to consider how you speak to yourself, this voice that we all have. How does it lead you? Is it a voice of love and acceptance? Or is it a voice of judgment? Constantly taking stock of your actions, your thoughts, your habits. And then laying down some form of judgment on those thoughts, on those habits, on those actions. The voice has taught us to believe that God is judging us. That there is a good and a bad. And God is watching us and deciding and discerning. labeling like Santa Claus, whether we are good or bad. Before this voice appeared, before the voice made itself known to us, all things existed in the realm. Those things that we deem as good and those things that we deem as bad, they all existed. And when we encountered this voice, the voice told us what was good and what was bad. The voice began labeling things in our minds. And we, as creations of God, we loved, we trusted, we knew nothing other than openness and love. And the voice has played on that knowledge of who we are and continues to utilize who we are to keep us enslaved to it, to its judgment. Yesterday, as I was talking with a friend, we got to talking about physical activity and our bodies. And I started talking about, how I feel about my body, things that I'm not really satisfied with, things that I don't care for, that I don't really like about my body. A little pudge here and there, a little sagging here, a little sagging there. I began making judgments about myself. Judgments based on an idea that there is right and wrong, that the body should look like this. This voice has become so ingrained within us that we make judgments like this all the time. And these judgments on ourselves and on others are damaging us. They are keeping us, not really keeping us, but they're keeping us focused from not on God, that is love, that loves us immensely, that is always there, guiding us, protecting us, showing up for us, stepping in for us, grabbing our hand, leading us away from this voice. But the judgments constantly come in until we make a decision, until we recognize what the voice truly is. It's the op. It's the enemy. The voice wants to live your life. It wants to take over your life. It wants to make you believe that your life is not important, that you have no value, that you're not enough as you are. As you go about your day, I invite you to listen. Listen to your inner dialogue. Are you in judgment? Judgment of yourself? Judging other people? Judging a life circumstance or situation? Judging where you are in life? Judging what type of car you drive? Judging where you live, what part of town you live in? $8 billion plus people on the planet. We are not designed to be the same. Each one of us has pure God source consciousness flowing through us, all in very unique and individual ways. And when we look outside of ourselves and we begin judging, or we're looking outside of ourselves and then begin judging ourselves within, we are harming ourselves, whether we are looking inward or outward. We are abusing our own selves by judging, by listening to that voice. When that inner voice begins to shame us or guilt us because of something that we did, that's abuse. God is not judging you. God is loving you. God is loving you no matter what you are experiencing, no matter what action you've taken, no matter what habit you have picked up, no matter what pattern you are continuing. When you came into this world, you were a perfect being. You were connected to that source energy. You had pure energy, pure intentions. There was no judgment in you when you were a baby. You didn't even know what that meant. You just were. You were here and you moved based on the spirit that activates you and I. You did things that made you feel good, things that you enjoyed. You loved simply because that was the nature of you as a being, to love, to be loved. Love poured out of you because that is what you are. Throughout time and conditioning and programming, language that we all adopted and learned growing up as children, we learn to become the voice. the voice that has been passed down from generation after generation, the one that remains simply because we allow it to exist. We pay attention to it. We give it energy. We give it attention. But we don't have to. We do have free will. We can choose to ignore the voice that constantly has us in a state of judgment, whether that's judgment of yourself or judgment of anything or anyone else. The blessing that is our life is that we can love. We can, despite all of the programming that has been given, all of the program that has been passed down generation after generation, love is still there. Despite the many errors that man has made before us, love is still here. And love is the only thing that's real. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to click one of the links in the description box. If you resonate with my voice, you can click the first link. Good, how you doing? You can click the first link in the description, which gives you access to my 5 meditation collection. This meditation bundle is designed to help you relieve stress and anxiety, help you regain your clarity and vision over your life, to tap into your self-love, that well of self-love that exists within you, to call in your abundance, your birthright, and to connect on a deeper level with your higher power. If you are wanting to join a community of like-minded individuals that are moving in love only, then click the second or third link in the description. That will give you access to my free community of like-minded individuals. We share our experiences. Our experiences, your experience, is truth. Love is not something that is experienced by reading or by hearing. It is an experience. So if you're looking to connect with a community that is about growth and about love, and you can click the link in the description box. I help Generation X women who know that they have a message to share with the world, know that God is calling them in a very unique way. I help those individuals show up online so that they could deliver their message and grow, while at the same time calling in the abundance that is yours. If that's something that interests you, click that third link in my bio. You can set up a free 30-minute call with me, and we'll discuss your goals, and I'll help you get started. Good morning. Good morning. Yep. If you have reached this portion of the video and you are still listening to my voice, you are extremely unique, because I am unique. And I am a reflection of you, just as you are a reflection of me. So count yourself as a cool ass person, because you found your way or were guided right here to my spot. And I'm truly thankful that you're here. With that said, I hope to talk to you next time. Peace.